What's going on, everybody? This is David, the sports and gamer nerd, coming at you guys on this Monday late morning. Ravens versus Browns tonight. So let's get right into it. This is a preview for the game. Um, we as Ravens fans, we got a lot to look forward to. Hopefully, after watching last week's game against the Dallas Cowboys, looks like the Ravens, got their identity back a little bit, and looks like we might be good to go. Um, it's a big challenge. The Browns are not, horrible this year. They're actually pretty awesome, and it's going to be a big challenge for us to beat these Browns. And as a lot of folks been saying, and it's true, we got to be able to stop their running backs. Baker Mayfield is the game manager. The less he throws the ball, the better for his team. But it's going to be a hard fight for us. Lamar Jackson's going to have to be more patient with the ball, find his open receivers, hit those guys where he can. It's cool because we're actually getting back Willie Snead, so that should be pretty good for us. Obviously, Bryant is out. That sucks with the COVID issues, and hopefully we'll get him back for the next game. But the Browns pose a big challenge. Cool thing is the Steelers have been losing. Not that I expect us to catch up with them at all. But we got to stop Nick Chubb. We got to stop Kareem Hunt. We got to stop Jarvis Landry. It's going to be a big challenge. I'm not going to sit here and act like because it's the Browns that, we'll be able to just walk right through them. It's going to be a big challenge. They got good tight ends, good receivers, good running backs, good offensive line. And Baker Mayfield is just, he's the game manager, but he does a pretty good job. Pretty good job of managing that team, and pretty good job on the commercials as well, managing the stadium, which I think is funny. But no, all jokes aside, it's going to be a defensive struggle tonight, I think. I think Lamar Jackson will get his runs, will get his passes. He's going to have to be patient on the passing. He's going to have to go to people other than just Mark Andrews and Marquise Brown. I think Willie Snead will be open on some plays. Hopefully we can get the ball to Devin Duvernay as well. And also Luke Wilson, our new tight end. I think he'll be good. Hopefully they pound the ball with J.K. Dobbins, and hopefully our defense is able to step up. We're definitely going to need our defense to get some actual pressures. I know, Unique Ngagwe hasn't been getting sacks, but he's been getting a lot of pressures, which, that counts for something as well. And Baker Mayfield, he'll throw some interceptions, or at least make some mistakes if we can get at least some good pressure on him. So I think, having Calais Campbell and Unique Ngagwe out there, it should go a long way. I think Campbell's playing. I thought I read he was playing. But having Unique Ngagwe out there, pressuring the quarterback, Derek Wolfe. I did read that we are looking to give Derek Wolfe a bigger contract, a contract extension. So that would be pretty good. But having those guys out there pressuring Baker Mayfield will definitely cause him to make some bad throws or whatever. So, how do I realistically see this game playing out? So they're going to get their run yards. I think Cleveland they're going to be able to run the ball. Like we're going to have to, like, I would say, what do you call it? Like contain them and stop them from just driving down the field. But one area of concern, I think, is our linebackers covering their tight ends. They have some pretty good tight ends with pretty good size. And also, I think their receivers are actually underrated, especially with Odell out. I think Higgins is pretty good for like a number 2, number 3 receiver going against our number 2 or number 3 corner. These guys run a lot of kind of sophisticated routes, and I'm just hoping that our secondary can hold up because there was some trouble there the past couple of weeks with the secondary. I see we got a few people in the chat. Who do we have in here? Go ahead and click the like button. Let me know who you are in the chat. Thanks for joining the live stream. We're just previewing this game tonight and just kind of talking a little strategy for the Ravens. I think Cleveland will get their running yards. We can hold them to field goals. I think that'd be great. We'd be able to, overcome that. Hopefully the Baltimore Ravens actually get the ball first. I would really like us to start the game with the ball and get the lead. We play so much better with the lead. It improves not only our chances to win, but improves Lamar Jackson's confidence. Our play calling gets better. It improves the pass rush a whole lot. So hopefully we can go in. We can get the ball first, march down the field, really feature J.K. Dobbins and the rest of those guys. Devin Duvernay on some crossing routes, Hollywood, and some deep shots. We can really get up the field. We can get that first touchdown and then play with the lead. We can play with the lead. That'll allow us to actually unleash our pass rush and get our pass rush going. And then once we get the pass rush going, Baker Mayfield will make a few mistakes. Then we'll be able to control the rest of the game. So that's what I'm hoping happens. I'm hoping nobody else tests positive, 15 minutes before kickoff. Shout out to Des Bryant. We can't wait to get you back, brother. Sorry about what happened. But yeah, hopefully nobody tests positive for COVID, especially like 15 minutes before the kickoff. And hopefully we'll be able to pull off this victory. I think we can pull off this victory and the Steelers keep losing like they did yesterday. It'll definitely improve our chances of making the playoffs. But the reality is we're really competing with the Browns and the rest of the second place AFC teams. So we can beat the Browns this week. I think goes a long way for us making the playoffs. One thing I will say, and I put a poll up on my Twitter if you guys saw it, should the Ravens, if they don't make the playoffs, should they fire John Harbaugh? Right? The reality is they probably won't. They'll use every excuse in the world about COVID, even though it could be a situation where, from a football standpoint, they should fire John Harbaugh. I think the Ravens, from a public relations standpoint, they would never do that because they have to save face. And I think they wouldn't fire Harbaugh if we didn't make the playoffs. I think Greg Roman might be gone or somebody else might take the fall. But I think they would keep John Harbaugh at least one more year or have him on a short leash next year. But it's been a long time. As a Ravens fan, it's been a long time since we won a playoff game. And it's time for us to win a playoff game again. It's time for us to be a Super Bowl contender. So Lamar Jackson needs to stop pressing, calm down a little bit and focus, and lead this team. That's the scary part about Lamar. He's so great. He doesn't even know what he's doing yet because he's so young. We forget how young he is because of how good he is. But the reality is, he's only going to get better. He's only going to get better throwing the ball. He's only going to get better making decisions. And honestly, guys, I'm looking forward to seeing his development. But he's got to start winning these important games. Starts tonight. We got to destroy the Browns. Let's keep our foot on their throats. Let's not let them get a chance to even get into this game. Let's be who we are tonight. Let's be the Ravens. Let's not play to the level of competition. Let's destroy these guys. Let's make sure that the Browns are crying and screaming. And they realize they can't play with us. Lamar Jackson, if you're watching this, we want you to do your thing. We want you to be calm. Don't press. Throw it to the open man, not just Hollywood and Andrews. Marquise and Andrews. Still got to earn that Hollywood name back. Devin Duvernay, James Prochet. We hope those guys get involved. Defense, stop the run. Wrap up. Let's tackle. You're going to have to tackle tonight because them boys in Cleveland know how to run the ball. And Baker is a great game manager. But tonight, the fairy tale for the Browns will end. My prediction is that the Ravens will score 28 points and the Browns will score about 17. It'll be hard-hitting at first. The Ravens will take the lead and never look back. So that's my prediction for tonight. So that's it, guys. I think the Ravens will pull it off. And like I always said, guys, wash your hands, wear your masks, okay? Now stay safe and go Ravens, and I will talk to you guys very soon.